All right, check this out. I've got lighted nocks on so you can check arrow flight. And this is 60 yards, 6-0. I think this will be a cool little experiment for you guys. I'm pretty sure if you've watched the arrow flight, it's pretty spectacular. Not just some, no, I'm kidding. It is awesome though. It is awesome. All right, come on down. Okay, so this was a 70-pound levitate, 30.5 inches. Just to give you the rundown, I'm gonna have a very long video. It's not that long, it's 20 minutes. But I do a video of which arrow's right for me based on the arrows that I personally use and also arrows that you can get. So, but I wanted to give you this little demonstration here. So if you noticed, I had, okay, if you notice, I had shot 2 with my sight setting on the same setting, and then I actually reduced it on this sight tape. I actually reduced it by 5 yards for this, but check this out. Okay, that's what I just did right there. Here's what's cool. Okay, that's what's cool. So these are put lit nocks in there. That is an FMJ, that is an Axis, and that is a Sonic KE. They're all, the Sonic is going to be a little bit lighter overall, but I talked through what the pros and cons to that are. But these arrows are the 3 arrows that I have literally shot almost all the time for since really the I guess the TV show started. But there's so many benefits. I love the Sonic because of the speed and your ability to put all the brass components in that we have that come standard. This thing's pre-fletched as a 3-fletch, cost is less. It's a freaking select shaft, so the tolerances are awesome. The Axis and that FMJ are pre-fletched from us, but here's what's cool. So this right here is a Sonic 250 with 75 grains of brass in the front, 100 grain head. The Axis is a Axis 300 with 75 in the front, 100 grain head. The FMJ is an FMJ 300 with 50 grains in the front. So it's pretty cool. I'll walk you through those different configurations, but all of these are arrows that are right in the lower 5 for weight, but just give you a ton of options depending on what you like. Cost, the ability, the 6mm, listen, I didn't change the tune. You saw both arrow flights. The Sonic KE is a 6mm shaft. I love that shaft because the insert goes right in the end. You can warm it up a little bit and you can index it to your broadheads right from the factory, which I love. It's got a simple 3-fletch, which helps keep the cost down. Now on the 4-fletch version, on the Axis, I've killed almost every single thing with an Axis other than dangerous game. I've shot with an Axis, and I've used one for 18 years, and I had brass components made for them before they were even available, and they have done an unbelievable job. Now the FMJ, it's a heavy hitter, Rogan's favorite, Jocko's favorite. Some people love that aluminum sleeve that's over it. It stays straight. That thing is like quiet to pull back. And here's one of the other benefits. So when people ask me, I love the Sonic, gives me a ton of ability to shoot the tack events, to have speed if I want. Also, if I can change this to a 4-fletch too, and because that shaft's lighter, you go to the 4-fletch and a lighted nock and you're still lighter than what that Axis is. But what I love about the FMJs, gosh, it's pretty tight. What I love about the FMJs is this. The FMJs, well, not this morning, I guess. So I guess I don't like that about the FMJs. Typically FMJs pull easiest, which I like for indoor season. I shoot these all the time. Honestly, if I were to shoot a buffalo, anything elk or higher, I love the FMJ. I love the FMJ for whitetails. Even though it's heavier, that's an incredible mid-distance and in arrow. You can see that trajectory with that arrow. I mean, that's a 500 grain arrow, and you saw the trajectory out of a 70-pound bow. Listen, that was freaking great. The Axis is just so timeless. If you're wanting something that's a heavy hitter, multiple types of game animals, the Axis is awesome. All carbon, you got the durability of all carbon. Both of those are match grades. So you've got straightness, weight, and spine tolerance. And I don't know, that Sonic KE, I've loved that arrow for, I loaded up front, that 250 was 75 in the front. Now if I want to, I could put a 150 grain head on the front of that thing too, and still have it about the same weight as the Axis. So many different options for you to have. Obviously, you saw the arrow flight, 60 yards, literally putting them inside of a 12 ring for you. Awesome arrows. Be sure to watch the video that I'm going to be posting on the YouTube channel, because that sucker is long and lengthy, shows you weights, shows you the pluses and minuses of everything, pretty much with a 29-inch carbon to carbon shaft. So it'll just give you a lot of cool things to think about. So hopefully that helped you out.